What? What are you supposed to be?
Surprised? I guess you should be. After all, Mustang Prince, I look just like you. I'll tell you what I am. I'm an exact replica of you, created from your pathetic autism and negative emotions. My name is AntiJosh, your evil twin from another dimension.
Then how come I didn't hear about you until just now?
Well, I've been lurking in the shadows, watching your blogs and scheming against you. So I hacked into your Netflix account last Christmas and made you watch 8 Crazy Nights. And since you also like musical theater so much, I was also responsible for making you sit through that lazy remake of Footloose.
So it's true that you're the one responsible for those 2 crap films I've blogged before?
Correct.
Why? And what did you mean by that, what you said in the last episode?
Well, like I said, I've been watching your blog since you started. Last year, with every new film that has been newly released, you've been getting positive criticism and ratings for all of them. Even the ones that have been bombs and critically hated by everybody.
Firstly, I didn't watch every new film that has been released recently. And secondly, I don't have to agree with what those people say about the films I've already talked about before. Mustang Prince Orro report just formed my own personal thoughts on films that I've seen, whether they were in theaters or released on DVD already.
Well, your rules on your pathetic show are really lame. Anyway, I was only warming up with you while you were blocking Joshua. So if you want to go back to the way you want to do your precious positive blogs again, I'm going to need you to blog another bad film for me.
Fine. What's the movie?
Now, if my memory is correct, I remember hearing something about you loving cartoons, yes?
Yeah? Wait, it's not Tom and Jerry, the movie, is it?
Actually, no. The movie I want you to blog is live action, but it's more personal.
Is it The Last Airbender?
Oh no. It's equally as worse than that film. Here we go.
Ah! Monster! Heartless monster!
For the show, I'll be watching you.
Why? Oh. Hi everyone, I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince. Welcome to Mustang Prince Orro Reports. In all my life, I never thought it would happen, but it actually did. The age of extinction has dawned. Michael Bay, the terrorist of movie making, has made another sequel, and a really weak one, too. What is it, you ask? It's a live-action adaptation to an epic cartoon show from the 80s about giant transforming alien robots. Where do I begin? Well, starting in 2007, Michael Bay released Transformers, which wasn't just based on the animated TV show, but it was also based on the action figures created by Hasbro. And over the years, a few more sequels were released as well. And so far, these movies haven't been really good. These three films feel like they're exactly the same movie. I mean, like it includes like the wacky life of Shia LaBeouf, the Decepticons planning to get back at the Autobots, them almost leaving Earth because some stupid politician says to, and much more. Anyway, the first movie was a real knockoff, and while it was okay, it was still weak. Plus, the other Autobots don't arrive on Earth until halfway through the movie. Revenge of the Fallen was where things really went downhill. It had no plot and no depth in it, and it was all filled with annoying human characters and two of the most racist characters on screen since Jar Jar. And also, Optimus Prime gets killed halfway through the movie, and it even has a villain who appears for a brief period of time. But be glad the Fallen had more screen time than another villain from another waste of a movie. And Dark of the Moon was a little better than Revenge of the Fallen, but it was still not good either way. Not only does Sam get a new girlfriend, but the Decepticons get a human ally in the form of Patrick Dempsey, who isn't really one of my favorite actors. And the only positive thing I can say about that film is that Sentinel Prime is voiced by Leonard Nimoy. So, here are my ratings for each movie. Recently, wouldn't you know it, they would ruin our childhood once again by making a fourth film. I was kind of planning to blog this film earlier while I was in theaters, but I was afraid for how it would turn out. But now, thanks to a certain evil twin of mine, I have no choice. So, let's just get this film over with already. Released on June 27th, 2014, the movie is Transformers: Age of Extinction. Oh, for the Lord, Michael Bay, why? So, let's just get the summary over with. After the battle between the Autobots and Decepticons that leveled Chicago, humanity thinks that all alien robots are a threat. So Harold Ettinger, a CIA agent, establishes a unit whose sole purpose is to hunt down all of them. But it turns out that they are aided by another alien robot who is searching for Optimus Prime. Cade Yeager, a robotics expert, buys an old truck, and upon examining it, he thinks it's a Transformer. When he powers it up, he discovers it's Optimus Prime. Later, men from the unit show up looking for Optimus. Prime helps Yeager and his daughter Tessa escape, but is pursued by the hunter. They escape, and Yeager learns from technology he took from the men that a technology magnate and defense contractor named Joshua Joyce is part of what's going on. So they go to find what's going out the situation. So, my thoughts? This movie is stupid. We didn't want Age of Extinction. Can't you take a hint? Bay, what is wrong with you? This franchise couldn't get any worse. You know what? Let's just do Mustang notes before I start thinking about how the next two films will be. Now, during production for Dark of the Moon, Shia LaBeouf and Bay confirmed that they would not return for the fourth installment for the franchise. Roland Emmerich, Joe Johnson, John Turteltaub, Stephen Sommers, Louis Leterrier, and David Yates were rumored to replace Bay. Jason Strahan was rumored to star in the fourth installment. Also, Hasbro CEO Brian Golder revealed that he was able to announce the film as he was talking with Steven Spielberg, Bay, and Paramount. There were rumors that the fourth and fifth installments would be shot back-to-back with Statham as the lead role, which he and Bay denied. Spielberg hoped Bay would return for the fourth installment. After final negotiations with Bay to direct the film, producers Lorenzo di Bonaventura confirmed that there would be a fourth film in the franchise. In February 2012, Paramount Pictures and Michael Bay announced that Bay would be producing and directing a fourth Transformers film, scheduled for a June 27, 2014 release. The film continues the story in Transformers Dark of the Moon, taking place 4 years later. Aaron Kruger and Steve Jablonsky returned to write the script and the score, respectively. In April 2013, it was announced that China Movie Channel and GFlix Enterprises would co-produce the film with Paramount. That's pretty interesting. In September 1st, 2013, Fusible revealed 3 possible subtitles for the film, which were Last Stand, Futurecast, and Apocalypse. On September 2nd, TFW 2005 revealed one last possible title, Age of Extinction. On September 3rd, 2013, Paramount released its official teaser poster for the film, revealing the title to be Transformers Age of Extinction. Bay announced that filming had begun on May 28, 2013, alongside the announcement that they had begun filming on Monument Valley, Utah, and also Detroit, Michigan, was used as a stand-in for Hong Kong, while McCormick Place in Chicago, Illinois, was redressed to portray a city in China. It was the first feature film to be shot using smaller digital IMAX 3D cameras. In addition, the film was shot on a variety of other formats, including IMAX 70mm film cameras, digital stereo 3D, and anamorphic and spherical 35mm film. Through May 28th to June 21st, 2013, Michael Bay uploaded photographs of several cars that were featured in the film, all of which are apparently Autobots. They were uploaded to his social network, including Facebook and Flickr. The film featured 2 unknown Autobots who transformed into a black and blue 2013 Bugatti. A Bugatti Veyron sports car Vidis, going by production name Drift, and a green 2014 C7 Corvette Stingray concept, going by production name Slingshot. Also revealed is a truck from Western Star Trucks would be Optimus Prime's new alternative mode. The Dinobots in Lockdown were confirmed to appear, which is awesome. And on October 29th, Michael Bay's official Twitter account tweeted to the principal photography of Transformers 4 is done in Hong Kong, and that they would be heading to Chinese mainland. According to the previous reports, Bay and crew would be filming in China for 1 week. Additional filming in Detroit began in early 2014. A pair of steamships, Columbia and St. Clair, which once joined Detroit to Bois Blanc Island's amusement park, were partially restored as props for the film. However, I'm not totally surprised that there were a few incidents while the film was being worked on. On October 17, 2013, while filming in Hong Kong, Faye was assaulted by two brothers surnamed Mac, who demanded payment of Hong Kong $100,000, which in U.S. terms, $12,900. The elderly brother had also assaulted 3 police officers during the incident. Both brothers and a third man surnamed Chan were arrested on suspicion of assault, with the younger Mac also charged of suspicion of blackmail. The Mac brothers pleaded guilty to both charges in February 2014. The two brothers were incarcerated, with the prosecutor citing that the case had attracted a great deal of media attention and affected Hong Kong's image. With all those happening, there are a few positive things about that other than the Dino Boss himself. The visual effects and animation are awesome, and you're not going to believe who pulled it off, though. Yep, it's George Lucas's visual studio, Industrial Light and Magic, the very company who worked on the Star Wars and Indiana Jones films, and the recent animated Western film, Rango. So they can't go wrong with what they do best. Plus, the action and fight scenes are pretty badass in a way. Now it's time to move on to the cast of this film. As if it'll improve my opinion. Kinda. Now, our main character, Cade Yeager, is played by Mark Wahlberg, who was in films like Planet of the Apes, Rockstar, and The Italian Job. Cade is a single father and a struggling inventor. He's also an overprotective father. While he's an okay character, he does his best to help the Autobots. Cade's daughter, Tessa Yeager, is played by Nicola Peltz, who did play Katara in M. Night Shyamalan's horrible Last Airbender film. Anyway, I like Tessa for her strength and cleverness. Plus, she's your typical teenage girl who wants to get together with someone who she loves. Tessa's boyfriend, and my favorite human character in this film, Shane Dyson, is played by Jack Rayner. Shane is an Irish race car driver who makes money off of it. Next we have Harold Attinger, who is played by Kelsey Grammer. This insane man is a paranoid CIA agent who created the Cemetery Wind to eliminate all Transformers from Earth. Next we have Stanley Tucci as Joshua Joyce. Great. Another nasty person with my name in a bad film. Anyway, he's an arrogant head of KSI who wants to build his own Transformers. This guy is kind of criminally insane, thinking he can control the robots he's been making. But thank goodness he does reform later in the movie. Our main antagonist, Lockdown, is voiced by Mark Ryan. Lockdown is an intergalactic bounty hunter aligned with neither side. He transforms into a gray 2013 Lamborghini. He's working with Attinger to capture Optimus Prime for the humans in exchange for the seed from him, for him being provided unlimited access to all of Attinger's CIA resources. Lockdown is working for unknown alien life forms, whom he claims are the creators of the Transformers. He has a group of alien humanoid mercenaries, and a pack of techno-organic wolves named Steeljaws under his command. Next we have Galvatron, voiced by Frank Welker. He's a human-made transformer who becomes possessed by Megatron's mind, thus making him a new body for the Decepticon leader. He molecularly transformed into a black and gray 2014 Freightliner. He has been secretly manipulating the human governments into creating their own Transformers for him to control, so he can steal the seed for himself and rebuild the Decepticon army. But in my eyes, the best character in the whole film is the leader of the Autobots himself, Optimus Prime, voiced by Peter Cullen. He transforms into a rusty Marmon 97 semi-truck and later a blue and red Western Star 4900 Phantom Custom semi-truck. Optimus has since lost his faith in humanity after the ambush that caused his injury, and even considers leaving the planet until Cade convinces him to reconsider his faith in humanity. Now, in my eyes, Optimus is the reason why we watch these Transformers movies. I mean, like, he is Transformers. In fact, I mean, he's that awesome of a character that the franchise should have been about him. And the rest of the Autobots are voiced by Mark Ryan, John Goodman, Ken Watanabe, and John DiMaggio. Now, it's time to move on to my final words of this movie. Overall, Transformers Age of Extinction isn't a great movie, but it's not terrible either. Maybe from the slight disappointment from the last three Transformers films, I expected this movie to suck. Though the story is still not, well, the story is a bit cliched, it's still not better than the 80s cartoon show or Transformers the movie. But it is still better than Revenge of the Fallen. The action is badass, and the voice actors do a great job in this. But on the negative side, a lot of the human characters are both forgettable and a douche. And the rest is just plain garbage. And I don't want to think about what they'll do with the next two Transformers films coming in the future. As for my final rating, I give this film a 51% out of 100.
Well, not too bad, Mustang. Seems that you successfully watched a bad movie beyond your limits. So, what you gonna do now?
Well, I think it's time I give you a taste of Keyblade power. You should be scared, because there's only room for one Joshua in my life, and that is me. So, face the light, AntiJosh. That takes care of him for now. And that'll keep him off my back as well. Gosh. Wonder what I should blog next. I need something good to blog before I fly off to Florida next month. Hey, I know, I'll ask you guys. What film do you think I should blog next? It could be either old, new, live action, animated, whatever. Just as long as it's good. So come on, give me your best shot. Okay, that one looks good. Yes, that should be a good one. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay. Alright. Well, I'll see what I can do about each one. Till then, Mustang power.